Brought to you by Aumann Auctions, the worldwide leader in antique tractor auctions.
Monte and Sue Doing own dozens of extraordinary tractors, and they recently added a rare pair to their already remarkable collection. You're looking at a Norseman Model N and a Norseman Model O, both built in Toronto by a company that was only in business for 1 year.
They were built in Canada. They were only built in '49. Supposedly, that what information I've found, they've built 44 of them. The N is the narrow front, and the O is the wide front. And don't know why at all that they call the O the wide front. Maybe it was just, falling in the alphabet. But in narrow front, absolutely. But, the O definitely is the wide front. Out of the 44, only 2 of the wide fronts were built. So we were real fortunate that we thought that we found the pair with a wide front and a narrow front.
Monte and Sue picked up these Norseman tractors in Illinois at Aumann Auctions Fall Harvest Antique Tractor Auction. They knew they would be the perfect additions to their collection.
We had seen them in a brochure. Kurt Aumann at his auction had them, and we went primarily to buy these 2. My wife and I are into orphan tractors that have just very few have been made, or very few years they were made, and that's why we wanted these. These were in great condition, and didn't appear that we were going to have to do anything to them, and that's real important to us. We like to buy a tractor that's already been restored. We're happy. We're glad we got them. Love tractors, and these are a good addition to our collection.
The design of the Norseman machines is strikingly similar to the OMC tractors that were built in Kansas around the same time. Both the N and the O are powered by a 6-cylinder Chrysler 236 engine and rate around 45 horsepower.
They've got a Chrysler engine in them with a Dodge transmission, which several tractors back in that era had. They drive very nice. They don't have power steering though. They're still, a little hard to turn, but not bad. But they run very smooth and real quiet.
Just after World War II, a flurry of small companies tried building farm tractors, and most did not last beyond a year or 2. That was the case as well for Norseman products.
I guess they just financially couldn't make it. It was in a time when several of the tractor companies didn't make it that were, there were a lot of tractor companies back in the late 40s and early 50s that are no longer, just didn't make it.
As you might expect, it's tough to find these tractors. But Monte hopes when people see his, it may cause a few more to appear.
Everything I've read that they know of at least 13, and they said 13 and counting. So, when something like this pops up that's kind of worth a little more than something else, some of the ones that are out in the barn, they bring out and restore, and so there's probably more than 13, but that's right now how many they know of.
Monte and Sue started out collecting John Deeres, but now they only hunt hard-to-find makes and models. For example, they also picked up this Minneapolis Moline mail carrier at the same auction in Illinois. It's a passion that husband and wife enjoy almost equally.
She loves tractors, not quite as much as me, but almost. And we love to go to auctions and see different tractors, and she's bought some and I've bought some, and we're really happy going to auctions. We kind of like orphan tractors and tractors of, that are kind of unique and different, and not everybody has them. We've got probably, almost 200 John Deeres, and then the rest of them are other brands. Always loved tractors ever since I was a little kid. First tractor I was on was a little 9N Ford. I was 5 years old and begged to drive it, and they let me drive it at 5, and it was my uncle and grandpa's, and every time I went to see grandpa, I got on the tractor and drove the tractor from then on. Yeah, and I've loved tractors ever since.
So Monte, with all this collecting, I guess it's safe to say you've got classic tractor fever?
I do have classic tractor fever, absolutely. I think so, by our collection. I'd say that's a pretty good indication, wouldn't you?